Second nature for children is in the house. Just for a minute, I want to share some things and share some solutions for people of color. I've worked in certain communities for now over 3 decades, and I see a lot of problems. And as a people of color, we know we have a lot of problems, and we know that there's a lot of issues in our communities. And so that's why it's second nature for children. Our main priority and our main focus are children. So we can make sure that we change that trajectory as our young children are coming up so they don't have to go through so many of the things that we experience coming up and the things that we are dealing with now. And so, like I said, we know we have a lot of problems in the black community. But from my experience, I want to share 20 solutions that are facts. And if we begin to work on these solutions, I guarantee you it'll begin to help change our lives as adults. But most and foremost, it'll begin to help our children. That's our main focus. So as you come in and I share these solutions, because it's real easy for us to talk about the problems. We know we got them, everybody got them. But what about the solutions? What about somebody doing something about it? And that's one of the reasons Second Nature for Children is here to bring solutions and to bring us together as a people. So make sure as you come in, Facebook family, make sure you go over to YouTube, subscribe, hit them thumbs up. Make sure you share this information. That's what's very important that we share this information. Stop bypassing this information and share this information because either you need it or I guarantee you, you know someone who needs it. So let's get ready, sit back, and let me know. Hey, if you have any more solutions, hook it up to a problem, send me the solution to it. Comment section, shoot it to me. If you think that I'm even wrong about one of these that I'm getting ready to give, shoot me a comment or hit me up snfchildren at gmail.com. I'm not hard to find. I'm looking for your comments, and here we go. Number one of the first things we need to do as a people is work on changing our mindset, how we look at things, how we make decisions. That'll make a great impact in the black community. Number two, we have to stop having children at such a young age. I experience that all the time, working with families, working with kids in the community. We got to stop having children at a very young age. Number three, we have to stop having children with multiple partners. See, we bringing children into the world, bringing them into a lot of our mess, and then just causing more mess in our families and disturbing our lives because of the decisions that I said that we are making. So we got to stop having children with multiple partners because that child, it'll be real good. It'll be real good if that child can have mom and dad together to raise them together as parents. We got to stop having children if we're not ready for the responsibility. When you have a child, it comes with one of the greatest responsibilities. And what I'm seeing and what I've seen in the black community is that we're having children and we're not ready to have children. We got to stop that. As parents, you ought to be responsible for your child or your children's well-being. Yeah. As a parent, you should be responsible for your child well-being. Stop depending on the school, the churches, stop depending on everyone else to be their number one person to guide them up. You need to be responsible. And you can get help from others. Absolutely. That's why I have the mentoring program. but you should be responsible for your child well-being. Teach your children principles at a very young age. When they're young, that's the most impressionable age and time of their life, especially mentally. That's when they really pick things up. And that's why a lot of us are dealing with a lot of trauma now that we don't understand what's going on in our lives because we picked a lot of things up at a very young age that we're still dealing with today and we don't understand what's going on. So, parents, make sure that you teach your children principles at a very young age. Put your children first. They didn't ask to come here. Put them first. Stop putting your children, men behind women, women behind men. Put your children first. They did not ask to come here. Put them first. Stop letting society raise your children. That's one of the biggest problems that we're having, that I've experienced in the black community. We're letting our children grab a hold to society and we're letting society raise them. And society is not always a good place to be parents raising your children. So stop letting social media and certain influences outside of yourself raise your children. Stop letting society raise your children. Stop being their friends first and be their parents. I get so sick of this. Stop being your children's friend first and be their parents. Please. Explain to your children about feelings and emotions. And start that at a young age. Learn yourself about feelings and emotions because they be going through these things and they be experiencing certain things and they don't know how to express their feelings and emotions. And a lot of us don't either. So a lot of things that are happening with our children is because we didn't learn it growing up. So learn about feelings and emotions and be able to have a conversation with your child about their feelings and emotions, things that they are experiencing, because you know suicide is the second leading cause of death for our children between that age range of like 10 and 24. So they're dealing with a lot. So learn yourself, parents, how to deal with your feelings and emotions, and then teach your children how to deal with their feelings and emotions. Make sure that their academic life is more important than sports and cheerleading. I'm sick of that, parents. Y'all kill me taking these children, sports, cheerleading. Y'all put everything in the world to get them to act to sports, cheerleading, and their grades are suffering. They don't know nothing. That's terrible. You will pack a sporting event out, cheerleading event out, but you won't even go to a PTA meeting to make sure that your child is doing well with their behavior and their academic. I see it every day. Parents, please make sure that your children's academic life is more important than sports. Man, we got to do better on that. Constantly talk to them about their future. Have something that when they begin to behave a certain way, that you can bring it back to their attention. Remember, you told me that this is what you wanted to be, this is what you wanted to do. Keep them focused on their future so they can start on it, so they can have something that they're working toward. Always keep them working towards something. Always keep them focused and thinking about their future. Always. They'll get lost if you don't. A lot of them don't know what they want to be, what they want to do, and that's fine. That's why you should begin to talk to them about what is it you would like to do, what is it you would like to be, why you think you was born, what you think you was born to be. Begin to talk to them more about their future. And dads, stop leaving your children. Stop dropping seeds everywhere. Mom, do better. Dad, stop dropping your seeds everywhere. Mom, do better. Dad, stop leaving your children. Stop having children everywhere. It'll help change our community. It'll solve a lot of problems. These things that I'm talking about right now, I promise you. If I said anything that's wrong, shoot me a comment. Send me an email. Let's do it. Hit me up. Let's do it. I'm telling you, over 3 decades in the black community, what I've been watching, the problems that I've been watching, and I know that these solutions will begin to help us. I know they will. That's facts. Parents, love on your children. Show your children a strong liking. Love your children, parents. That's one of the problems I've seen with working with defects and group homes and a lot of children that's been abused. Parents, love your children, please. Stop doing everything in front of your children. Seeing too many parents drinking, smoking, just acting a fool right in front of the children. I'm seeing it. And parents, stop saying everything in front of your children. Whether you know it or not, they're listening to you and they're picking it up. Stop, parent. Let's do better so we can help our children. One thing that truly help us as a black community, we got to stop being so divided. Being divided is killing us. We can't get nothing done because we're too divided. And I understand a lot of this that I'm talking about is definitely history. It comes generation, generation, generation. And when you start talking about being divided, now you're talking about religion and politics. We're so divided, we can't even come together. So if we want to make a difference and we want to begin to solve a lot of the issues in the black community, we got to come together. We're too divided. Facts. Facts. We got to learn the difference between mental disorder, mental illness, and mental issues. It's plaguing the black community, been plaguing the black community for a very long time that we haven't addressed our mental state. We got to learn the difference and see are we experiencing doesn't mean you're crazy, but a lot of us, and we don't understand what's going on in our lives, but a lot of us are dealing with mental disorder, mental illness, and mental issues. You want to know if you have a problem or not? I can hook you up with some folks. You and I can have a consultation. Hit me up, snfchildren@gmail.com. And one more, I want to share this with you. Learn to love yourself. That'll sure enough help us in the black community. If we learn to love ourselves, if we learn to love ourselves, that'll really help us. And the things I've just went over, it'll truly begin to help our children. It'll truly begin to help our children. And I have one question for you. Shoot me a comment on this question or shoot me an email at snfchildren@gmail.com and answer this question for me. Or shoot me a comment. Elementary children, middle school children, or high school children, can you give me one reason that these group of children should be in a marital relationship? Give me one reason. Shoot me a comment or shoot me an email and give me one reason why elementary, middle, or high school student children should have a boyfriend or a girlfriend and put themselves in a marital relationship. That's a big problem that I've been seeing in the black community. I don't care about nobody, I'm talking about the black community. That's an issue that we have had for a very long time. And we need to make sure that our children know how to socialize with each other and have friends and stay children as long as they can stay children. Because once they become adults, they'll be that for the rest of their life. And they becoming adults too soon. So let's do better, parents, to help our children. Make sure you go subscribe. Make sure you share this information. Hit them thumbs up. Until the next time we come together, love you, family. That's why I keep bringing this information. Take care.